Welcome back to Tim Hotel TV. We got the guys with us today.
Hold on, I got a special announcement. We have a special guest here today. We got 90-yard touchdown run check. In case y'all didn't know, give it up for check. Might be the longest touchdown run in Team Hotel history. We might have to check it out, but it's up there for sure.
Man, wow.
Long run check.
Long run check. So guys, we got Seahawks versus Jags. Seahawks are 0-3. I guess they could be maybe the biggest disappointment record-wise this year. And then you have the Jags, who are also underachieving, 1-2, just losing a tough game to the Falcons this last week. June, did you watch any film on the Jags last week? What did you see? What do they need to do so they can be successful like the Colts?
First of all, they should have just left the ball in the hot hands.
You think they should have left Adrian in the game?
Or you could invite me over your house like you used to do.
Adrian in the game. But I guess Eric is learning. Eric is learning.
Uh-huh. So who do you put that loss on? The coaching decision there, or are you putting it on just the turnovers at the end of the game?
That one came down to coaching. You go with the hot hand, you ride the hot hand. If Adrian was doing his thing, just let him go with it.
Gotcha. Hey, real quick, Leo, Seahawks, your best buddy,
June?
Jesse Ortiz.
Oh, the other one.
Yeah, he's struggling over there.
Yeah.
0-3. They don't get blown out. I don't think. I mean, we still haven't had a blowout all year. I don't think we had the blowout rule in effect yet. What do they need to do to get better?
I mean, the coaches need to start focusing on his players and stop worrying about every other team and player in the league.
Right.
Every day I get a text, is this kid a 2? Is this kid a 1? Dude,
From
you're 0-3.
From Ortiz?
From Ortiz.
Jesse, wow.
He's trying to rank every kid a 1. I don't know if it has to do with his team losing and their ranking and their standing. But one thing I do know is that they do have Lamar coming back.
Right.
And, he's a great asset to the team. But if he could just start focusing a little bit more on his team, I think their record can really change, In the middle of his game, instead of him making an adjustment, he's turning around like, that kid is a 1. And I'm like, dude, that's on the other field. Like, how you even spotting that? Dude, leave the 1s and the 2s alone. I need you to focus on your team and your game, and your team will compete. Now, when it comes to the Jags, I mean, absolutely, that loss falls completely on the head coach, which is me. You do have to sit there and stay with the hot hand when he's hot in the game,
So let's talk a little bit about that. So Eric was sitting disciplinary action, I'm assuming,
Yes.
from the week before, holding him accountable. Adrian came in, did a great performance.
I mean, he played phenomenal. He didn't even know that he was going to play quarterback.
Wow.
I literally told him as soon as I got on the field, and I got to the field a little late, I said, Adrian, warm up. You're going to be playing quarterback this game. He went out there, barely knew the offensive plays. He was just playing smart, checking it down to the running back, hitting open man, and he actually put us up 20-0.
Now, you have to be very confident in a player to do that, or was it the lack of fear you had for your opponent?
No.
Just very confident in Adrian?
Yeah, I knew Adrian was capable of doing it. The only person that knew that Adrian had the opportunity to start was the coach.
Mm-hmm.
I spoke to the coach after last week's game, and I spoke with Pastor Mike, and I was like, listen, the kid won't start. It will be disciplinary action next week.
Right.
And they all agreed with it. It was okay. Adrian came out, played phenomenal, especially when you ask a player like that, with no practice or nothing, to go out there and perform the way he did. That's phenomenal. The kid is a really good kid. He's a smart kid. He might talk a lot. We all know he talks a lot.
Yeah.
But
I think he's improved a little bit.
He's really a good kid.
He's
backed
a good
it up
kid.
this
And
week,
he's
though.
smart.
Yeah, he's a rapper. Anybody got anything from his
Listen,
line?
go check his show. I know he's performing sometime this week. He wanted me to let y'all know, but go check him out.
Check you heard him spit?
Who?
Adrian from the Jags?
So,
He on your level?
Man, look.
ain't
Adrian,
y'all from the same hood?
I'm from the park.
Uh-huh.
What?
I'm from the hill.
Uh-huh.
I'm from
What?
that 40 double O.
Adrian on your level or no?
Nah.
He's not on your level?
Nah.
You think you could work with him and kind of get him to your level? I mean, you're a lyrical genius. Oh, man, you got time for that. I feel you. So real quick here, I mean, I think with the Seahawks, what I've seen is the quarterback play. So he's trying to do too much.
Too much.
I think a lot of times when he's kind of running.
Take the touch off that ball.
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Everything
He
is
puts a
100
little
miles an
touch on it.
hour.
A lot of times, too, he has turnovers at the least opportune time. I think if they can cut them turnovers away and kind of find a system that better fits Shaheed, and that's where the coaches got to come in and play, they can perform better. Defensively, they're 7th on defense. Offensively, they're last in the league. They just haven't been able to score points. So I think this is an interesting matchup here for the Seahawks. Is almost must win for them. You don't want to go 0-4 to start the season with 4 games left. Is the season over if they lose? Absolutely not. They had some bright spots. Carlos Nazier, they played well, and they had another guy, I don't know how to pronounce his name, Mound or something like that. Mahmoud, there it is. He, they all got 2 touchdowns. And then you want to see them kind of get the ball more in their playmakers. Is Tracy getting the ball enough? And they can turn it around, but they're going to have to do it against the Jags this week.
I mean, it's the same way on our side. If you look, Noah and Mike were a big key to
Noah,
us beating 19, the Pac-9.
19 catches so far this season.
The last 2 weeks.
Mike has disappeared.
Eric, needs to get back to the basics, trust in his players, and he's another one. He's just talking too much. He needs to stop talking so much trash and get back to playing football.
So now, can we talk about the game a little bit real quick? Jags versus the Falcons. Eric actually had an opportunity, kind of attacking Damian's side a little bit all game with the deep post. He was kind of struggling to cover. Throws a perfect pass to Noah. I forget who comes over to make that saving tackle. Tyreek comes over to make that saving tackle, which saved the game. And then it's 3rd down, I think, at the 1.
4th down.
At the 4th down.
The last play, 4th down.
It was 4th down. 4th down at the goal line. What happened?
We called the play. Eric killed the play in the middle of the play.
Mm-hmm.
The receivers did not know that Eric killed it to the last second. By the time they realized the referee was already 3-4, Eric had to roll right. Were not enough options to roll right. He just threw a bad pass.
Right, definitely.
I mean, the kid is like 6 feet, and you're throwing it to the back of the end zone. He just made a bad read.
Damian made the play of his career in that game. I believe he had 2 NOs in the game. He was struggling a little bit in coverage, but he made up with it with that touchdown pass now. So going into this week, Leo, do you have a starter? Is there a quarterback controversy, or what's going on?
No, there's no quarterback controversy. Last year we went with Eric. Mm-hmm. It's supposed to be rebuild mode. We were blessed and fortunate to make it to the Urban Bowl. A lot of people keep mistaking. I've been texting you, prior to the year even started that we were 5 or 6 on your list. You didn't want to believe it. You kept putting us at 1 or 2. We still have a lot of learning and grooming to do. Eric is the quarterback. Eric will be the quarterback for the next 4 years. I decided to go that route, and we're going to groom him. Eric got another 4 or 5 weeks to get it right. Hopefully he got all the interceptions out of his system. So, this week, fresh week, short-term memory, and we're going to get back to playing Jags football.
Gotcha. Now, Check, did you watch any of that game? Did you see the Jaguars play last week?
I seen the Jags play last week, but
What are these? Getting money.
I felt as if they were at 20-0 in that game.
Chuck, what record label
Do you
signed
think
to?
changing what you think about the quarterback change? Would you have changed the quarterback? Do you think it was that serious?
I mean, my thing is,
You hating on Adrian?
I'm not hating on Adrian. Adrian's garbage.
Oh.
Adrian's
Football
garbage.
and rapping?
Adrian's garbage, period, bro.
Oh.
Adrian shouldn't even be part of this discussion right now.
Okay.
Like, my thing was, okay, y'all were up 20-0.
Mm-hmm.
For the simple fact that the Falcons came back in that game to score 26 unanswered points. Now, look at it this way. Cardinals were down the Seahawks by 6.
Mm-hmm.
Came back. They literally come back. Cardinals come back to score 20 unanswered points.
So you saying it has to do a little bit with the players and their sense of pride, letting them come back with that by that many points. 26 unanswered points is a lot of points.
So you don't think I should start Adrian this week?
I think this week, let it play out how you
Bro,
want
what
to
did
play
he do
out.
to you?
Uh-huh.
Bro, Adrian talks too much rob.
So who you got? We live here. So who you got? You starting Adrian or Eric?
I'm gonna have to go with I'm gonna have to go with Eric because
Eric.
Eric my
Who you
guy.
got? Who you got, June? You got Adrian or Eric?
I think Eric could bounce back, but you know what? Ride the hot hand. Let Eric gradually get back into his place. and ride it with Adrian and to Eric, get his mind right.
Yeah, I think Adrian played very well. You want to go with a guy that has the experience, but so coming into the game in the middle of a game is tough. It's not easy to come right into a game, even with a lead like that, and just
Especially when you don't listen to the coach.
Right.
I mean, that's number one. If he's gonna be something in this league, he better start listening to his coach and keep his mouth. He needs to be humble and hungry instead of big mouth and big head.
Hey, real quick, Leo, give us who are some of the guys on your team who teams might not scout for but need to start looking out for.
Why would I say that? But this
Give a shout out to some of your players that might not get all that love.
I mean, a lot of people don't get love. I mean, K-Sean is really underrated. They don't
He's starting to
think
get some
good.
catches. He had
You
like
know,
6-7 catches
coming
last
out the
game.
backfield. He's a threat. He almost broke the long run, got hawked at the 1 yard line.
Mhm.
We also had some questionable calls at the goal line, whether he broke the plane or not. You also have Little J.
Little J.
He
Big
plays
fan.
right
He had
back
the
and
best
slot.
game of his career so far this last week.
Yeah, he had a really good game. Then you have Carlos, who was improved last year, and this year he continued to make plays. So
How
there's a-
about Barack? Can the big boys get some love? How about Barack?
yes, Barack,
He controls that middle.
he does. He gets open a lot, and he had a really good game this week too. Almost broke for a long run. And then you have Angel, who plays safety, and he's going to be involved more in the offense coming up, later on in these games. Because
Gotcha.
a lot of people don't know about Angel, but he's a really good receiver as
So here you
well.
go, June. What do you got? What's the score, man? Who's winning this game?
I'm gonna go with the Jags. Jags are gonna pick it up. Like I said, if he can keeps the interceptions to a minimum, Jags take it 28-21.
28-21. Who you got?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be a close game. It's going to come down to which quarterback turns the ball over less, and we both know that I think both of these quarterbacks turn the ball over the most, But I think, Eric, he's going to come alive this game. He's going to wake up. He's going to cut down on the turnovers. He's going to get back to trusting his playmakers around him, and I think we're going to come out and sneak this one out 25-20.
25-20. Who you got? Chet?
I mean, I like the Jags, but I got Seahawks winning 38-0.
You got
Whoa.
the Seahawks winning 38-0.
Who would they be scoring most of those points on?
The Jags, because
What player? Any particular player is going to be giving up 30 points?
I'm going to say Adrian going to get huffed on.
Adrian going to get
My man, Adrian, you need to do some
Wait,
apologies.
hold
Oh,
on.
I'm
Wait,
sorry,
hold
my
on.
bad.
But didn't the Cardinals blow out the Jaguars?
Aren't you going
Yeah,
to
they beat
Adrian's
them
show?
too.
Whatever?
Aren't you going to Adrian's show?
Adrian.
Oh,
Yo.
man. Here you
You
go. Well, let's
opening
get
up
back
for
to the
Adrian, I
game.
heard.
So you got the Seahawks winning.
38-0.
I'm going to go with the Seahawks winning. I can't see them going 0-4. I think, maybe the Jags. I don't know what team's going to come up. I'll go with the Seahawks in this one, in a close one. I'm going to say the score is going to be 20-21 Seahawks. So we got a split. Come out, check it out. Should be a good game.